tend the garden with me. We have so many seeds to sow. When the harvest comes in, it will be time to share what we have grown. We were having the time of our lives when we started. Everything was groovy, but I'm noticing lately we've been half-hearted. West Side Story don't feel pretty anymore.
You know what? I have something surprise for you right in my pocket.
It's gonna be like that.
Well, what do you got going on?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
It doesn't look like nothing.
I'm just building a stove, wood stove, like that drawing I made. Probably in the last
like
video.
this?
Yeah, this
Like-
one. But I made that big drawing, which is now right here.
Oh, the one that was on the wall.
Yeah, now there's this other one I'm working on the wall.
Just when everybody thought I couldn't get any tighter in here for space.
Yeah. This is. Oh, I'm in a place right now.
So, what is this new drawing that you're working on that you put up in the last couple weeks?
So I'm just still kind of thinking about the fireplace wood stove story and then kind of like related things. So just we spent a lot of time like hauling wood and stacking wood and chopping wood and all of the things to get the wood ready so you could burn it. So to me it's kind of like starting to work as a symbol of just like hard work and sort of learning some of those values that I learned as a child about like working hard to support yourself and things like that. And so then that's kind of what the wood is about. So I'm just kind of drawing a big wood pile. And then I think I'm gonna do sort of like a smoke cloud as well, so that it's like you thinking about, or I'm thinking about all the work. So I'm just thinking about all the work that you do, like alone and with your family members, and then how you can kind of enjoy that work. So not that it's not enjoyable necessarily to have a fire in the fireplace, but it was like a thing that we had central heating, so we didn't need to have a fire during the winter. It was just a nice thing to do and like a fun way to pass the time. So it's like you work really hard to have that, and then it just kind of goes away in smoke, but then there's a lot of stuff going on in between.
Do you know how big this one is? This one's a little bit smaller than the last one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's maybe 90 inches by 72.
Okay. It's nice.
Thanks.
Are you thinking that you like this kind of loose with it empty, just lines, not a whole lot filled in, you know?
Yeah, I kind of do, but I just need to, I mean, mostly I just wanted like these colors for some of the logs, but not for all of them, so I just started coloring in the ones that I wanted to be that color, and then I had to stop because I have a lot of other stuff going on that I need to do. But, no.
Just kidding. What? So you had a gallery?
Yeah, I had like a little exhibition last week, 2 weeks ago, that it was kind of impromptu, and I got to throw it together in our small projects gallery here on campus. And I just wanted to see like how that really big drawing with the stove, the wood stove, would compare to the smaller, like the prints and things that are all stacked up right there, and how those things would all kind of work together or not in like a show or a gallery context. I kind of mostly just decided that the big drawing just needs more big drawings to go with it, along with some of the smaller things. I think that they worked good, and I actually kind of thought it was interesting, the difference between like a more smaller kind of refined aesthetic or style and then the loose style of the drawing. So I'm just gonna work on some more of these. I'm gonna work on some more of these bigger ones when I have a minute to do that.
Marin, you gotta be quiet.
I'm trying to get this mostly done so that I can take it apart and then take it or put it so it's not in the middle of the room so that I can actually draw on that paper.
Do you feel like you have a lot of projects happening at once, taking up all of your space?
Yeah. I mean, if you're a student, an art student, then you have like the deadlines that come at the end of the semester every time. You clacking your teeth? So like this is for a end of semester deadline, but then that is just kind of something that I'm doing that goes along with all of the work, because I'm like, why would you make stuff that's different for school and for your own personal art practice? But I'd rather be doing that, but I proposed this project for a class that I'm in, so now I need to get it done.
Will you talk a little bit more about what that is? It just kind of looks like a box.
It is a box so
But,
far.
like, you said it was your stove. What are you doing? Like, you cut the wood to... Is it... Were the measurements specific, or you just thought that was a good size?
No,
Or...
it's a little bit, well, a lot of it. It's quite a lot larger than the stove in question from like when I was a kid. But if I thought I'd do it kind of a little bit bigger, so this to me feels kind of like the size of the stove. When I was a kid, it was like this big to where I am as an adult, so it's like scaled up.
Okay,
That's
so
my thought there.
so this is how big it would be to you as a kid.
Yeah,
Looking at it, like it felt
more
this
or
big.
less. I just wanted to make it a little bit bigger. And so I'm just building it with the wood, and then little by little I've got some pieces of paper that are screen printed with kind of like a wood grain texture, and then I'm just printing a straight flat black texture with an intaglio plate on top of it, and then just to kind of have like a black surface, but that's like, I don't know, not super boring.
So, have you been taking these off and running them through the press? Or
Yeah.
you're gluing the paper to it?
Yeah, I put glue on the paper, and then I wrap the wood, and then I run it through the press once so that it, I don't know, makes the glue stick. Yeah, so it's just a box on the inside. And so far I have this bottom, there's like a foot at the bottom of it that's all wrapped in the paper, and this front and this side done. And then as far as the building part goes, I need to add like a support on each side of these side panels, so that I can screw the top into this, because I'm also making it so it's like relatively easy to take apart and reassemble, instead of just like wood gluing everything together. So anyway, that's taking me a minute, but then I have to still finish working. So this is going to be the door on the stove, so I still have to glue these on together to make kind of the door. Yeah, thanks for asking. And then I can put it right here on the front. It's not going to open, but it's just to look like a thing. And then I still have to build the stove pipe. So it's going to come up to like right here and then go that way.
So this is kind of like an installation in your show that you would have in mind? Like that's kind of what your thought was when you thought to make it?
I've been thinking about all of these objects that I'm drawing, just thinking about making them into the actual 3D objects for a while, because I feel like that's cool, and I just wanted to see if, that's the direction that I actually need to be moving in. But I couldn't just guess that without doing it, so I just wanted to do this. I mean, it's not finished yet, but I think I definitely prefer to just have a drawing to doing this, and I suppose that's why I'm not really a sculptor, but it's a different thing, and I really do like. You're hungry? I don't really have any food. See, I had these crackers, and I ate all of them.
I have some pretzels.
Mom's got pretzels for you. I really do enjoy working like in the wood shop and doing that sort of stuff, but yeah, they're the kind of different things I like to enjoy, or I enjoy doing, are kind of meeting, working together here, but probably not something that I'll do much more of after this is finished.
Yeah.